Hello guys and welcome to the first week of the Owls. Technically it's Tuesday, so it's the second week of the Owls, but I'm gonna combine the first weekend of April and this week together as the first week for the Owls because I didn't read a lot the first few days. I'm gonna try to keep doing the regular blogs and not do different ones, so it's gonna be the same blog as I always put up on Fridays, but it's gonna have the readings for my Owls, which will be the same ones as my April reading, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna be sharing the books that I'm reading at the time for the Owls. I'm not going on any specific order. I just picked up the book that I felt like I wanted to read at the moment. On Saturday I picked up the book that I had chosen for divination, and that is An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson, and I finished this book yesterday. I gave it 5 stars because it's such a good book. I don't know why I hadn't picked it up before. Such an amazing reading. It is instant love, which I don't mind. It's not a trope that I regularly hate on. I know a lot of people do hate it, but I don't mind it. So just for you guys to know, it is an instant love story, and the story takes place in a few days. Like, we don't have a whole year pass by. Everything happens within like 10 days, maybe less. I wasn't keeping track of that, but it is just a few days. So in this book we followed our main character Isabel, which we then learned that that's not her actual name. That's a spoiler. We follow the main character Isabel, who it's a painter, and she paints fairy folks. So she's very well known for her craft, and all the fairy folks want her to paint them, and so we follow the story but then the Prince of Autumn decides to go have her paint him after like millions of years. After a few years of not showing up in the town of Whimsy, Isabel, So for this story we follow our main character Isabel, who is a human. Oh my god. So for this story we follow Isabel, which is our human character, and she's a painter, and she lives in the town of Whimsy, but she's also visited by some fairy folks because they want her to paint them. But then we follow our Autumn Prince, who decides to go and have Isabel do a painting of him, but on accident and without knowing, Isabel paints sorrow on his eyes, which is something that she shouldn't have done. It shows weakness for fairy folks. So our prince decides to go after her and take her with him back to their lands to stand in front of jury or something like that, to pretty much clear his reputation. But along the way they do fall in love, because like I said, it is an instant love story, which is amazing. But humans and fairy folk are not supposed to break the good law, and our main characters do break it, and we just follow their journey to how they overcome everything. Honestly, this book is so good. I wanted to continue reading more of it. It's almost 300 pages to the dot, and I was really surprised to know that I was very surprised that this is a standalone, because I wanted to know more about them. But I did like the ending of it. However, I did have a lot of questions at the end that are not going to be resolved because it is a standalone. So go into it knowing that there's no more of this book, because I really wish there was another book. However, the author does have another book, which I'm planning on buying, but not anytime soon. I do want to get it, but not anytime soon, because I do have a lot of books to read in my TBR, and that book is also a standalone, and I don't think I'm ready for another standalone like that if the book is good. So I finished this yesterday, and I didn't pick up anything because I needed to take that in and just savor what I had just read, because if you guys like Sarah J Maas series of A Court of Thorns and Roses, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna like this book. There are some similarities between the fairies, but not really. It's just, I mean, it is a fairy book, so you're gonna think, oh my god, it's like the autumn court and the summer court, but that's just something that fairies have involved in their stories. So I think you have to go into this book knowing that they are different stories, but yeah, they're gonna feel somewhat similar, but they are not. So just thought I would let you guys know that. And today I picked up A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kimiri. I've been wanting to read this book for a very long time. I'm on page 54, and I do have to say that this book, it's almost 500 pages, and I hadn't realized that. But this book, it's reading so fast. Like, I read this 50 pages in like 20 minutes, whereas this book is shorter, but it took me a longer time to read through. Maybe because of the writing style. This book is very flowery, so it's very descriptive of everything, so I think that's what took longer. That's why it took longer to read. And this book, it's written in a more simpler way, and it has a lot of dialogue, so it reads faster. It doesn't have as many details and descriptions as the other one did, so I think this book is gonna read super fast. It's almost 500 pages, but it's gonna read fast, so I'm glad I actually picked this one up before the rest of the books. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading this today and see how far I get into it. I do have a meeting in a bit, so I'm gonna pick that one up after my meeting, or I might work out. I haven't worked out in a very long time, so I don't know which one I'm gonna do, but I'll keep you guys updated on this one. I still don't know what we're gonna find in this book. I know we are following 2 new characters. We are following Harper. I'm not sure how much of Harper we're gonna get on this book. We have 2 new points of views, and that is Gray and Liamara, so I'm excited to find out what these characters are gonna bring to the table and see what happens with Gray. So I thought my meeting was at 5 today, and it turns out that it's until 6 p.m. So it's gonna go from 6 to 7:30, and that means that I have a whole hour for me to do whatever I have to do. I think we are gonna order food tonight because we've been eating at home this whole week, so we're just gonna order something. So we're gonna order food for dinner, and we are gonna watch, by we I mean my boyfriend and we are gonna watch Iron Man. Last Sunday we started watching all the Marvel movies, so we started with Captain America, and then last night we watched Captain Marvel, however you say it. So tonight we're gonna watch Iron Man. We are watching them with the timeline and not how they came out, because I want to see. I haven't rewatched the movies since they came out, so it's been fun. But since I'm gonna be out of the meeting at 7:30, I think we're just gonna have dinner and then watch Iron Man tonight. So the plans change for me. So I have like an hour before the meeting, so I'm gonna pick up my book and I'm gonna read more, see how far I get today. And I don't think I'm gonna read later, and we usually go to sleep early because I still have to work from home, so I get up at 7:30 so I can start my work day. So we still go to sleep fairly early, so after the movie I'm not gonna do any more readings. So I will update you guys on how far I get into this book, and I'll see you guys in a bit. everyone, it is the next day and I've been reading more today. Yesterday, like I said, I had a few things to do, so I didn't read much from this book, but I am on page 153 from A Heart So Fierce and from A Heart So Fierce and Broken. I am liking the book, but I'm not liking it as much as I did the first one. Like I said, it is a fast read, so I think I'm going to be able to finish this one either tomorrow or Friday. It is Wednesday today, so I'm excited to finish the book. But some of the things that I wish were different is that we also had Ren's and Harper's perspective. I thought we were going to have their perspective. I knew we were going to have Grace's perspective, but I didn't know if we were going to have Harper's or Ren. I think there's a lot of things going on with Ren at the moment, which would have been good if we had his point of view in this book as well. And instead we have another point of view, which is Liamara's point of view. I still don't know what her purpose on this book is. I think she's gonna be like key with bringing all the characters together. I'm not sure, but so far I don't think she's adding anything to the plate. Like I said, I'm like 150 pages in, and until this chapter she finally discovered something that we all know already, but I don't know what she's gonna, like, I still don't know what her character is gonna do in this book. So I'm excited to find what's gonna happen with her and Gray, because I think the purpose of her character is because she found out what happened to Gray, or who Gray is really. So we're gonna figure out what she does with that information. But so far I'm liking the book. Like I said, I like the first one better, but I still have a lot of pages to go, so I'm hoping that it picks up really. So we're gonna see what happens, and right now I'm just gonna maybe work out. Not sure. Okay, I've decided I'm gonna go work out. Are we gonna watch a movie tonight?
Yeah.
Which one? Iron Man 2. Okay, so I am gonna go work out right now, and we're gonna watch Iron Man 2. We watched the first Iron Man last night, and it had been a very long time since I had seen that movie, so it was really good. So I'm excited to watch the second one tonight and get some dinner and probably snack on something for while we watch the movie. That's gonna be the update for today. Probably if I do read more later, I will update you guys on that as well. Hello guys, I have come to my room because I have finished work for the day, so I came here to read a bit more of A Heart So Fierce and Lonely. No, A Heart So Fierce and Broken. I am on page 250-ish, so I am like exactly at the halfway point on this book. This definitely has second book vibe throughout the whole series. A lot is happening, yet nothing is happening, so it's keeping my attention, but it's also just dragging a lot, to be honest. So far Liamara is playing a bigger role right now. She has helped a lot of the characters out, but we still don't know what's gonna happen with them, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get a lot more of the same thing until like the last 50 pages of the book. So that means that I still have like about 150 pages to go of us figuring out what's going on with Gray and how Gray is gonna deal with everything. I do have to say that Ren is pissing me off right now, just because we don't get his perspective and we honestly don't know how he's feeling towards Gray or what he knows about Gray. At this point, a lot of the people already know the secret, but we still don't know if Ren knows, or we still don't know what's going on the other side. So yeah, right now we're just following the characters that escaped. So like I said, there's a lot going on, yet not a lot is happening, if that makes sense, like action wise. And I mean, there was a bit of action, but it wasn't a lot. It happened fairly quick. So that's that. I am gonna continue reading this today and probably finish it until tomorrow. I am not planning to finish it tonight. I have a lot of things to do. I've also been playing Animal Cross a lot right now because I hadn't played it in like almost 2 weeks. I hadn't seen my island. I hadn't seen any of the Easter theme going on. The trees are so pretty. I think I'm gonna fall behind on the egg hunt just because I only have today, tomorrow. I mean, I only have like 3-4 days, and I think this has been going on the whole week. So a lot of people have tons of eggs but me. So I'm trying to catch up and I'm trying to get a lot of recipes. So it has been fun, but every time I play it, I play for hours and hours and I can't do that. So I'm gonna see if I can listen to the audiobook for this one while I play. I tend to not be good at multitasking while reading because it takes my attention away. So I don't know how that's gonna, I still don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm also gonna work out in a bit again. I started working out again, but I also have to cook dinner tonight, so I want to listen to the audiobook while I cook dinner. So that's why I'm gonna pick up the audiobook on this one and see how it goes. It just has second book syndrome, so that's all about this book. So I'll see how much I get done, but after dinner I am gonna keep watching another movie. I think tonight we're gonna watch Thor, the first movie. I am enjoying this rewatch of every single Marvel movie so much, and I think part of it is because I forgot everything that happened. The first time I watched them, I never pieced the Tesseract or the stones or Thanos or how everyone, like how they were building the Avengers. So this time I'm picking up on everything, so it's really fun. I hadn't watched them since they came out. Like I would just watch the movies that time that they came out in theaters and I just never rewatched them. So it's been fun. I'm really enjoying it. So we're gonna watch Thor tonight, and that is why I want to get all the reading done before dinner, because after dinner it's just watching a movie. So yeah, that is all for this week's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will continue vlogging for this O.W.L.s readathon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.